thanks for tuning in. Today's motovlog is gonna be about this was kind of gonna be all over the place. First off, I've been watching a lot of videos on the next bike that I want to get. I've been doing some research, just like I said in one of my past videos, of like bikes I want to get, and doing research for what bike you want and jumping into a bike too early and stuff like that. But I'm kind of on the fence between two bikes. I know they're going to be kind of weird choices. It's between a Suzuki Vstrom 650 and a KLR 650. So I don't really care about the years of them as long as I can get a deal. So for those of you who don't know, the Suzuki Vstrom is kind of it's an 80-20 on-road, off-road kind of touring bike. And the KLR 650 is like a 60-40 on-road, off-road. Like, it's pretty much just a dual sport, but more targeted towards on-road bike, on-road usage. It's a heavier bike. It's heavier set. It's taller. It's bigger. Versus the Vstrom, where it's got a lower seat height. It's got more torque, more power, and it's more suited for long highway rides. And you know how I was talking to you about spring cleaning? There's a spring cleaning motovlog that I did a couple days ago that should have been posted already. But anyways, I'm thinking about getting rid of my my Datsun 260Z, and hopefully I can get about $5,000 or $6,000 out of it. And then if that happens, I'm gonna spend $2,000 on a bike platform and $1,000 to customize it. So customize it, refurbish it, you know, do all these little odds and ends to get it tour worthy. And then after that, I'm pretty much just going to ride the piss out of it. So my girlfriend, she lives in Indiana right now. She's going to grad school there. She's getting her master's degree. And I've always wanted to do a long ride like that. So either from San Diego to Canada, or from San Diego to Canada, or from like me to her, or from me to New York. That's kind of ambitious though. But that's kind of something that I want to do. Is I want to do a long distance trip like that. And I definitely don't see myself doing it on this little Xt250, just because some of the states that you cross they're kind of faster than California, believe it or not. So like Utah, Nevada, Arizona, some of those western states that I'd have to pass through, sometimes their speed limit, like traveling, is like 75, so posted 75, so that means people are going around 90 miles an hour. So that's a little quick for a little 250. And honestly, the XT, one of the biggest downfalls to it is there's not a lot of luggage options for it. There's not a lot of touring options for the Xt250 because it's not made for that, you know. So why would they make options for that if you know it's not meant for that? I was gonna throw in one of my shitty analogies, but I'll spare you. You know, why put touring style, you know, options on a bike that's never meant to tour? You know, it doesn't make sense. But anyways, you know, I would have loved to have those options, and you know, if they were available, I'm sure I would have tried to make it work. But right now I'm kind of looking into different options that were, you know, kind of a blank slate to actually start touring on. The KLR 650 is kind of it's a bigger dual sport, so it's closer to what I'm riding right now. It's technically not a dual sport though. Like, it can go off-road, and it's, yeah, I guess it's a dual sport. Look at it, it's a freaking dirt bike. But anyways, the Vstrom is not a dual sport. It's sort of like your sub-liter adventure touring bike with, you know, if you have a little jaunt of off-roading that you need to do, but you're mainly doing highway rides to get there. So that sounds just like me. I'm not exactly the most confident off-road rider, but I sure as hell am doing a ton of highway commuting. And I had the opportunity to buy a Vstrom for $2,400 on Craigslist, but I just didn't have the money at the time, so it got me thinking, like, oh, the Vstrom's kind of really attractive, but you know, I just didn't have the money, and I'm gonna do some more research on it between the KLR, some XR 650s, the Vstroms, the Versus 650, even the Suzuki DL1000, the Yamaha Tenere maybe, and even a used Triumph Tiger. Of course, those are way more expensive than my limit that I said of, you know, $2,000 for the base bike, and then tack on $1,000 for accessories, add-ons, and this and that. But it's definitely something that I want to do, and if I can sell my Datsun, I'm definitely going to do it. But we'll see. We'll definitely see what happens. So this is kind of a weird vlog where I don't really want to talk too much about that because it's all hypothetical. I want to be talking about, you know, stuff that's actually happening in my life. But one thing that's awesome is I picked up the Sena GP10, which is the Sena backpack for the GoPro Hero 3 and 4. So pretty much everybody that I ride with has Senas, and we're all pretty funny guys. So I picked up a Sena GP10. It should be coming in the mail in a couple days. So I'm gonna slap that on, and you should be expecting to see some dual vlogs within the next couple of weeks here. Finally, you can get a Xt250 versus Yamaha R3 perspective while they're both riding, while we're in the twisties, while we're in, you know, while we're commuting, while my brother and I are on our bikes, and we can go ahead and have that conversation head to head and have it documented for you guys to watch. And then pretty much other than that, me and the guys that I've been riding with over at work, some of our homies, some of my brothers, they recently got some new bikes and are interested in picking up some different bikes, but everybody has a Sena, so everybody's gonna be able to pitch in, and you'll be able to see kind of a more funny side to me, where, you know, I'm cracking jokes and talking to people, because, you know, I usually just talk to you guys, and it's kind of a one-way conversation, if you know what I mean. But we'll see. We'll see what happens. The GP10 is definitely going to change things up a bit. I know for sure it's going to change the audio quality. You're not going to be able to hear a lot of my bike, just because the Sena 20S microphone is made to really pick up a human's voice instead of you know, the GoPro, where it kind of picks up everything at one time, and then you're kind of in the mix, versus the Sena, where, you know, you're made to be talking rider to rider. You're supposed to be clear from one rider to another. But oh shit, that closed real quick. I don't know if you could see that, but yeah, the Sena GP10, the Sena backpack, is going to definitely help us out quite a bit. It might be a little complicated for you guys to hear what's going on, just because we like to talk over each other, for one, and two, some of the guys sound the same to me, but you know, it's something new that I'm going to throw into the project. We've been talking about it as a group for a while, and the first group ride, I'm just going to kind of throw it into the mix, and hopefully they don't. I know one of them watches my videos. Hey, thanks Spam and Eggs for watching my videos every day. But he's gonna know about it, but the other guys aren't gonna know about it. So I'm just gonna go ahead and surprise them with it and say, hey, I picked it up. I can go ahead and share the audio file with you. But you know, that's typically how it's gonna go. And yeah, so that's pretty much like kind of some odd end stuff that's going on in my life. It's tough because at this new job I make a lot less money, but I'm still doing the same savings strategy as before. And it's harder for me to pay my bills and budget properly, just because I'm not used to making, you know, $200 less a month. Actually, $200 less a paycheck. But you know, hey, what are you gonna do? You can't win them all. But you know, that's kind of what's going on in my life. It's starting to get hotter here in Southern California. Yesterday was, actually not yesterday, 2 days ago was kind of like it hit 90 degrees, which was freaking hot. Of course it's just gonna get worse, but you know, I'm hopefully gonna do some videos on picking out some new gear, picking out a new helmet for those of you who are looking in the market of buying a new helmet. I'm gonna be going over some reviews and stuff like that, and some fit and finish stuff for some helmets that I'm looking at. Just because I've had this G-Max GM11 for over a year now, and it's starting to fall apart, and you know, I'm in the market for a new one, to say the least. But I'm gonna be rolling out some gear videos for you guys, and I still haven't forgotten about the 10,000 views 10,000 view video. We're already at 12,000 views. I am one sub away from 100 views, which is kind of crazy to think about. But that's in the mix. But I haven't forgot about that video. I'm sure it's going to be gun related, or I'm going to go ahead and do a walk around of the Xt250 and show you all the battle scars and tell you where I made the mistakes that I did. Ooh, this is too tight right here. I'm going to go ahead and show you the mistakes that I did, and what led me to what led the XT to have the scars that it has, you know. So I'll go ahead and show you that. But pretty much it's the same stuff. I don't know if I released the video of picking a new bike, but I'm sure gonna get into it. Ooh, this guy's having a bad time. Look at that guy. I've been there, done that, my friend. Drinking too hard on the Friday night, had to pull over on the side of the road. Oof. But anyways, I'm thinking about doing a scheduled release of videos instead of just kind of the hodgepodge thing that I've got going on right now. And what I'm thinking is Monday, Wednesday, Friday, I'm going to, oh man, I got a phone call, I gotta ignore that. I'm gonna do Monday, Wednesday, Friday videos, and then I'm going to kind of have a backlog for you guys to go ahead and check out. That way, you know, I'm not releasing all of my videos day after day after day and having a kind of dry spell when it's too hot to actually ride. Well, that's pretty much what I'm going to do. That's pretty much kind of where this video is going. I don't know what I'm going to title this. Looking for a new bike, changes in video equipment, regular release schedule, I don't know. But anyways, guys, thank you so much for watching. I hope you have a great day, and until next time, peace out.